Hello, and thanks for joining us again on Interesting Individuals. We are on location in Porter County between Valparaiso and Chesterton at the 49er Drive-In Movie Theater. It is a Saturday evening. We're going to do some mingling around, talk to the owners and some of the employees, see what's going on. They are going to have a full house tonight. As you can see behind me, the vehicles start here. They go all the way down. There's probably in excess of 50 vehicles right now waiting to get into the movie theater. So we're going to go in, talk to some of the staff, the employees, again, the owners, and see what goes on here at the Drive-In Movie Theater. On this edition of Interesting Individuals, we have journeyed roughly 20 miles from Michigan City over to the 49er Movie Theater, Drive-In Movie Theater. With me now are the owners, Bruce and Sandy Schinnebarger. A big thank you to both of you for allowing us to stop by and visit you on this beautiful Saturday evening in July. No rain or clouds in the skies. You did a great job of getting good weather for me.
Thank you. Thank you. We worked hard on that.
Please tell me how long you have owned the theater and what procedures you went through to get the Drive-In Movie Theater.
Well, we've owned the theater for 12 years now. And the previous owners that had it since 1956, since it was built, retired. And the opportunity came along and took it.
So then they had this movie theater for close to 30 years then?
That's correct.
Were they from the area here?
Correct. They were from Valparaiso, and they owned the downtown theaters downtown too.
And what was it that interested you in wanting to purchase the Drive-In Movie Theater?
Well, I was raised in a movie theater, both the downtown theaters, which are no longer in Valparaiso. My dad was a projectionist there at the Lake Theater in Valparaiso, and I grew up in the projection booth, and it's something that's always been in my blood.
Sandy, how about you?
I was married into it.
Oh, willingly, of course.
Yes, of course. I love it.
And please tell me the dates and times of the year that the Drive-In Theater is open.
We're open from the first weekend in April through the last of September, 1st of October, depending on the weather and customers.
So close to 6 months then?
Correct. That's right.
And please tell me what type of features do you concentrate on getting, and how many films per night, per weekend or whatever do you show?
We have found over the years that we have our best luck with PG-13 features. And because we offer a double feature, we try to split those ratings up. We try to give a PG or PG-13 first, and an R second, so the parents have an option. We show double features, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. We're open on weekends.
And that's the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday the whole year round, or the whole 6 months that you're open?
Correct, that's right.
And what is the procedure, Bruce, that you go through to purchase your films or get your films sent here to show them to the public?
The films are on a rental basis from each distributor, Buena Vista, Paramount, Universal, so on. And those are based on a percentage of the box office, which is negotiable. So that's what I do about every Monday and Tuesday, spend most of the day on the phone negotiating these percentages and booking the films to show here at the Drive-In.
And how much in advance do you have to book a film or series of films, like a month ahead or 2 months ahead for, however that works?
Depends on the time of the year. This time of the year with the summer blockbusters out, the lead time can get short. Many times we'll book on a Monday for a Friday showing. Other times, maybe a week or two.
So it's just like 1 or 2 weeks then?
Correct, that's right.
Sandy, what all do you do here at the Drive-In?
I'm the concession manager. I manage a staff of about 7 teenagers in the snack bar. And we keep our customers well fed and take care of miscellaneous things like heating bottles and applying Band-Aids and anything that they need.
And please tell me, what approximate age range do you seem to be hitting right now with your Drive-In Theater?
Young adults, young families, mom, dad, and the kids, most especially. That's our core audience, and they come week after week after week. We have the same group of families here every weekend.
And what are the nearby towns and cities that they do come from to view the films here?
Well, of course, they come from Valparaiso. That's down the road a ways. Throughout Porter County, way over towards Michigan City. Get a lot of folks in Michigan City, LaPorte County. We've had them as far as Chicago and occasionally from out of state, people camping up at Indiana Dunes.
And Bruce, where is the nearest next Drive-In Movie Theater in the Indiana area?
There is one in Plymouth, Indiana, and one in Knox, Indiana, and then there's a 3-screen over in Maryville.
There's a drive-in movie theater in Maryville.
Correct.
How long has that one been there?
That's been there slightly longer than this one.
And please tell me, why is it that we don't see more drive-in movie theaters anymore? What's the situation there? I think they seemed like in the 50s, 60s, 70s, they were all over. Michigan City had one for many years. Right. And can you give me any information on, why there aren't that many around anymore?
Drive-ins typically were built outside of town, as this one is, and the ones you spoke of in Michigan City. And as the towns increased in size, the land value went up. So it's a question of economics.
That would be about as good a reason as any. And then I think, you have more theater experience, of course, than I do, but, I think a lot of your movie theaters are adding 4 screens, 6 screens, 8 screens. Did that do something too?
It had some effect initially on the single-screen theater, both indoor and outdoor. There are no longer any single-screen theaters in Valparaiso. There were, as I say, at least 2 at one time. The multiplexes drove them out. The drive-in is unique, however, be it single screen as us or double screens or even triple screens as the Y&W, in that people come for the experience as well as the movies. So there are drive-ins reopening and there are new ones being built.
And that's what I'm leading into my next question. As you just answered part of it right there, why are the drive-in movie theaters still unique and exciting to go to? And if you can just elaborate a little bit more then.
Well, in my opinion, it has to do with the baby boomer generation, my generation, people of my age, and throughout the baby boomer age group. It's a way to go back in time, back into the 50s. The music you hear playing in the background is 1955. The reason you're out here today is because it's unique, and it's that uniqueness, as well as we like to think, good movies and excellent service, it brings people out here time after time.
Sandy, anything you'd like to add? Same question.
I think it's a social experience. People come out with their neighbors, they bring their lawn chairs, blankets, the kids can run around, they can be loud, and they're not disturbing their neighbors. Whereas in indoor, you have to sit still and kind of behave, and this is a place for kids to be kids, where families can have fun.
And what films are here? We're taping this on July 19th. What films are here this evening?
This evening, it's a double bill of Wild America is our first feature. That's rated PG. And then our second feature is Batman and Robin, PG-13.
That should have a good turnout.
I hope so. As I look over your shoulder here, Bill, I see a line out there through the fence.
See them too. Box office opens at 7?
7:30.
7:30. So they're out there till another half hour, right?
Right.
And you have how many employees again now?
I have 7 girls in the concession. We have probably between maintenance and the projection and that, we have about 20, 25, somewhere in that number. Everyone, of course, is a part-time employee, and everybody has their own special position here.
And Bruce, do you have some background with projection work yourself?
Yes, having grown up in a projection booth, as I mentioned earlier, with my dad, that's probably my first love. So I spend much of my time in the projection booth and operate. Yes.
Oh, you're the full-time projection operator.
There are 3 of us. There are 3 operators, myself and 2 others, and we rotate shifts.
How long is the screen? We have the screen behind us. How long and wide is it? Or tall, excuse me. Oh.
It's 93 feet wide, 63 feet tall, and it's 280 feet from where we're standing to the screen.
I guess if I get up closer, it'll be a lot bigger than that. So what are some of the films that you hope to have coming here for the remainder of the summer?
Certainly all the summer ones that are out now and are yet to come out for the remainder of the season, especially Men in Black, Air Force One, all the blockbusters that are out now. We'll have them here. And we have, as I said, a dedicated group of customers who will wait that 2 to 3 week window after first run to come out and see it here.
If I may ask, when you folks close up shop for the fall and winter months, what do you do to occupy your times then?
Sleep.
A lot of rest.
Really?
There is a lot of maintenance to do. After the theater itself closes down to the public, there are months and months of maintenance to be done out here. Not unlike this old house, there's plenty of outside maintenance to do, painting, that type of thing, projectors to repair and rebuild, plenty of things to do over the winter.
Oh, That doesn't sound like a vacation. It's just constant. So then this is a year-round job then, right?
Essentially it is, that's right.
And please tell me what are some of the items, tasty items that are in the concession stand?
We have great items. We have hot dogs and hamburgers and barbecue beef, nachos, lots of popcorn, soda drinks, ice cream, candy, and we have chili cheese dogs and hamburger with cheese and just lots of good food.
And how many cars can you fit in here, roughly?
We have spaces for speakers for 428, but we also have FM radio stereo sound. So with that available, we end up on busy nights with people parking in the grass around here, so we can put in 500 cars.
Is that right? That's quite a bit. Bruce and Sandy, we're going to do some touring around here and see some of the other areas of the movie theater before it gets too dark. Thanks so much for the visit.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Well, Sandy is with me now. I know that everybody is busy being prepared for this evening's food and festivities and so forth. Sandy, go ahead and just describe. We're in your part of the woods now.
This is my turf, you're right. Basically what we have set up is everyone has a position or a station within the snack bar, and they're responsible for preparing certain foods throughout the night. When the customer comes in, we have a self-serve line. The customer will enter over here and make their way down here, and we have everything prepared for them. They want to see the movie, so we want to make sure that they can do that as quickly as possible. This is our nachos and hot foods area, popcorn here, and sodas here, and our sandwich area.
I see him. I'm going to go, well, we're going to make our way through here, and as long as these ladies don't mind us getting into their kitchen, I know how women are. I mean, all righty, please continue.
Okay. This is where the sandwiches are all made. Karen sometimes makes up to 500 sandwiches a night to serve.
Karen, how are you? And you do that with two hands?
Yeah.
How long has Karen been with you?
I think Karen's been here about 3 or 4 seasons with us.
3 or 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
I like your 49er shirts. Can I see the back of one of them, or she could turn around, or 49er drive? And yeah, those specially made, obviously?
Yes, we sure do.
What were those made out of?
There's Express Marketing in Hobart.
Okay, and then what else can you show us back here?
Here we have our pizza oven.
Oh,
This is where the ice cream is at. Cashier, as the customer makes their way down here to the line, the cashier, and we have all the things here.
now does everybody that works back here have to be required to run the cashier to help out, or?
Everyone is requested to learn all the positions so that if we get really busy and somebody needs to take a break, they can take over.
Then everybody, I'm sorry, everybody's like multi-dimensional. They can.
Exactly. When we're exceptionally busy, I will pull on their strengths and use them whatever they're best at. And then we also have the coffee area. We have hot beverages over here. And cappuccino, we brought that in the last couple of years, and that's been a real good seller. People like their cappuccino.
Quite a setup you have here.
Yeah, we have refrigerators underneath here to keep all the food fresh. We have pizzas, we have pizza ovens. This is the microwave where we heat up all the baby bottles, as I spoke of earlier. And then this is the popcorn area. And the girl that's responsible for that will put it in the bag, she'll butter it, she'll put it over there under the lamps, and it makes the transition smooth. The customer can come in and get their snacks and back out to their movie.
I can imagine where it's pretty hectic and fast-paced back here, isn't it?
It is at times. When you've got a full house and 2,000 customers, yeah, you can get a lot of food moving through here.
I see, boy, you've got some, I see the small, medium, and large. Boy, if I can just, that's a large Coke, right?
That is.
Wow.
It's 32 ounces. We have 32 ounce, 21 ounce, and 16 ounce cold beverages.
You have, what, 5 or 6 different beverages on your...
Right. We have Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, Red Hi-C, and pink lemonade.
And Sandy, approximately what time does the movie theater let out each night?
It depends on the features. Usually we close about midnight to 1 o'clock.
And then what are some of the process with you, Bruce, and everybody else as far as the cleaning up and locking up duties?
Everything is cleaned up as far in the snack bar. Everything is cleaned up, put away. Some things are tossed out because we want fresh popcorn daily. And, we sweep up and hopefully get to go home.
Alrighty, and I'm going to let you and your gang back here get to work, okay? Good setup.
Okay, thanks.
Sandy told me that she has a loyal customer who comes every week, and he's from Michigan City. How are you?
Hi.
And I have with me,
Steve Mitchell.
and the lady next to you,
Peggy Childress.
and you come every week also? Why do you enjoy coming to the drive-in movie theater so much?
Well, we enjoy the hospitality, and the movies are fantastic, and the food is great.
How long have you been coming here?
We've been coming approximately, 10 years or more.
10 years or more. Excellent. Likes the hospitality. The food is good. And you're the first car here tonight. Is that usually the case?
Yeah, we try to be. We got a front row spot we try to get every week,
Is that right? And you come every weekend?
every weekend.
Have you missed one throughout the summers?
Yes, we have.
Go on vacation or something, or work or something?
Yeah, work a lot of overtime. You can't make it, so.
You got your own 49er drive-in movie theater shirt.
Oh yeah, we try to be as loyal to the 49er as possible.
Sounds good. You enjoy the show. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you very much.
I have with me now a veteran employee of the 49er drive-in movie theater, David Cornell. And how long have you been here?
I've been here since Bruce and Sandy bought it about 12 years ago. Then I worked with the original owner, Murph Schauer and Gene Hart, back in the early 60s when they owned the theater.
And you've been here every year since then?
Pretty much so for a time I went into service.
Willingly, or did they come get you?
I had a greeting letter.
They came and got you, right?
Yes, sir.
When was this? What decade?
I went in August of 69, got out in 71.
And Dave, what have all you've done here over the years at the drive-in movie theater?
Paint, scrape, park cars, just had a good old time with some of the customers that comes in, and
Now I know why you've been kept around all these years. You're doing some of the more difficult jobs.
And, you know, when people have troubles with their speakers, I repair them right away for them and stuff, and they appreciate it. And they're all very considered good customers and always smiling, you know, and watch the bigger kids get bigger and little kids getting bigger.
And do you have any projection background with being a projectionist?
No, I could if I had to, but I stay away from that.
So why do you enjoy this atmosphere and doing this type of work out here so much?
I've always worked with the public. I enjoyed the outdoors and the different types of things you see every day and night, and I just enjoy it. And
What are some of the things you're going to be doing as the movie's going on this evening?
once I get done up here at the box office, I go in the back and work security, and like I say, if they have a car problem with a dead battery, jump them, or repair speakers, or if the girls need something at a snack bar, I usually get it for them. Jack of all trades, really.
Sounds good to me. David, thank you for the visit.
Thank you, sir.
In a roundabout way, when I see what is waiting out here, I don't envy this young woman's position. This is Cindy. She's the box office girl. You have, right now, I would say close to 70 or 80 cars waiting. Are you going to be able to handle this?
Yes. Yes. Usually they come through about, on a sellout night, about 100 per hour.
Excellent. Sandy told us that there was about 500 cars that come in, and you're...
We can tell it's going to be busy because they're already double lane, and they're all the way back and halfway up to the box office.
How long have you worked here, Cindy?
7 years.
What else do you do here?
Oh, I make the pizzas on Thursday afternoon, and I help put away the stock, and just a roundabout shopping friend of Sandy. We go get all the stock, and
Cindy and Sandy, you could make a series out of that.
yes, we tease her husband Bruce all the time that we have the credit card and we're off to Sam's.
That's the way it usually is, right?
Yes. But we come back with a lot of nacho chips and sauce that we could never finish.
You sure you don't have any experience with directing traffic, maybe, with this?
No, I leave that to Dave and the other security guys.
Cindy, that crowd is getting ready to open up tonight. You're going to have a full house, no question. Thank you for the time, and have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
There's the lineup for tonight's movie here at the 49er Drive-In. The cars are moving into the drive-in theater tonight for the show. And there are plenty of them. Are these die-hard drive-in moviegoers or what? They are really getting ready for tonight's feature. They want themselves a comfortable, enjoyable evening. And there's the screen. Everybody's staying busy inside the 49er tonight as the customers are here. Mighty tasty looking. Yes, sir. Are you a big 49er?
That's right. I've been coming here for about an hour now, and I plan to come back, definitely. Yeah, it's our new employee. We're checking him out. That's right. I'm advertising.
How's he doing so far?
I've only broken three projectors, and got to send everybody home. He has another 4 hours on his probationary period, so
If he lasts that
I'll
long.
be slinging hash and taking cash tonight.
You're going to let him take money?
Just pretend money. That's right. This is practice tonight. Practice. This is all a big rehearsal. That's right.
I would have thought he might be...
Props. Yeah, these are props.
I thought he might be more useful like in the men's room or,
Handing out towels.
you know, or whatever. Yeah.
That's right. We got a plunger.
There we go.
Hair plunger.
We are now in the room where all this movie magic comes to life, and Bruce is here with his equipment. These are the two projectors that run everything?
Correct. Original equipment from 1956.
Is that right? Still serves the job.
Pretty much like an old Buick, you know, if you maintain it and take care of it and clean them, they last.
Alrighty, what can you tell me about these?
Well, we can use this projector as an example here.
I'll get over here, excuse me, we can zoom in.
All right.
All right, Bruce.
It's a small area here, but this is our light source. It's called a carbon arc lamp, and we burn a positive and a negative carbon rod in here, and it generates a very intense white light that's reflected from this reflector back here through the projector where the film goes through, and out through this porthole 280 feet up to the screen. Now our films, we have a rack over there, but the film comes on a 20-minute reel, as you can see up here. This is an empty one, of course, but it comes on a 20-minute reel, 24 frames a second. I think that equates to about 1.5 feet a second, so that film's flying through here.
I see. And Bruce, when you learned how to do this, how many years now have you had experience with running a projector?
Probably about 35 years.
So you learned when you were 4, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, and how long did it take you? Was it a lengthy process to learn how to do this when you started out?
No, like I said, I was a kid hanging around with my dad who did this for a living, and the first thing he let me do was open the curtain by throwing a switch. You know, so that's how I started, and gradually had a little more responsibilities, a little more, and that's where we're at now.
Do these machines require a lot of maintenance throughout the 6 months that you're open?
A fair amount of maintenance, yeah, because of the age and the way in which they're set up and the conditions that are here, the dust and everything. We're very, very dusty, and it gets very hot. It does require maintenance, but we keep up on it routinely.
Do both of them get run at the same time, or no, you just alternate them?
We alternate back and forth and make a changeover from the first machine to the second and back and forth. And if we do it right, it looks like a continuous movie.
And that is done each night? They both get used, or they're on different nights?
No, they're both used. Every 20 minutes we make a changeover from one machine to the other and back and back and back.
And hopefully the audience doesn't know, right?
If we're good, they don't see it.
Are you manning the helm tonight, or are some of your associates working tonight?
We have a relief coming in tonight. He should be here probably in about 10 minutes.
Bruce, there's some other equipment on the wall. Please describe for me.
What we have in the back wall here, Bill, is on the left we have the amplifier for the speakers out in the field. That's what sends the sound out into the speakers. And up on the top on the shelf there is the stereo processor and stereo radio transmitter. So we offer both. Our patrons can listen to the movie on speakers with the traditional speakers in the car window, or they can tune the radio into FM and have FM stereo sound.
Sounds really good. And what time? It's just before 8 o'clock, so when do the previews start?
Viewers are going to start at about 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Excellent, Bruce. Here is a panoramic view of all the cars and customers here tonight at the 49er Drive-In Movie Theater on Old 49 in Valparaiso, ready for the show. Dozens of cars turned out tonight for the show. Full house. It is official now. I've been given my official 49er hat here by Bruce and Sandy. We are in scarce territory right now. We're going to wrap up. Everybody's getting ready for the film. Everybody's finding their parking spots. But a big thank you to everybody here at the 49er Movie Theater for allowing us to come. Thank you to Dan Smith, camera operator, for helping out as always. Don't forget, Interesting Individuals can be found on the internet. We have a web page developed through Access LaPorte County. So that'll wrap up this edition of Interesting Individuals from the Drive-In Theater 49er here in Valparaiso. Join us again soon. 49er Drive-In Movie Theater. it's time now for Cooking with Zach. Zach Canacci, a longtime chef in the area at the Italia Bella, is going to go through some cooking procedures today. Zach, it's all yours.
Well, we're going to start with tomato salad. Okay, we cut the tomato.
And Zach, you have an assistant today,
And that's Matt over here, helps me a lot.
Matt Wise. What type of a salad are we preparing today?
It's called insalata di pomodoro, which means tomato salad with onions and fresh seasoning.
Okay, thank you, because I never would have figured that out.
We get the tomato.
Roughly how many pieces did you slice that into just now?
One nice sized big tomato. And now about half onion. And we cut them in big chunks. Oh, sorry about that. Then we put a little bit green onions in here. A little bit pepper.
Are salads popular with people all year round, or is it mainly the summer months?
Very, very popular all year round, and they are very healthy. Now we put a little bit Parmesan cheese in here, a little bit garlic, a little bit oregano, a little bit pepper. Try to stay away from salt. I'm just putting a little bit of it, and a fresh basil, which olive oil, vinegar. What? How do you call this vinegar?
Imported from Modena, Italy. Balsamic.
Balsamic vinegar. This is at least 4 years old and it's kind of sweet. You always use your hands to stir it up. Wipe your hands. Get a plate in here. A couple of green leaves just for make it look good. And put the salads in here. And one more basil on the top, and it's done.
And the name of that salad again, please.
Insalata di pomodoro.
And in English it means?
Tomato salad with onions.
We are ready for our next creation. What's that going to be?
Well, this is gonna be egg salad, and this is my own recipe, so that's the name of it, just egg salad.
Good enough.
Okay, we're gonna start a little bit breadcrumbs, a little bit Parmesan cheese. We're gonna break one egg in here, and we're gonna stir it up real good. Squeeze a little bit lemon juice in here.
Alrighty.
A little bit fresh black pepper. Touch of salt. And I have already the chicken stock here is made from chicken bones.
Chicken what, I'm sorry?
It's a chicken stock. It's cooked bones and then take the juice out of the. And we stir this in here.
And what does the chicken stock add to this?
Well, it gives a real good flavor, and that's why. Then we put this back to a boil.
And approximately how long does it need to boil on the stove?
Just maybe another 3 or 4 minutes. And meantime, we poached 1 egg. So we have to stir this up so it doesn't.
The soup here is almost like a meal. You have a bowl of it. Zach just come up with this soup last week while mixing ingredients in the kitchen, and he said to me, "Matt, come try the soup I made," and it's just one of the best soups I've ever had. Just to be made from scratch like that.
Just last week, huh?
Yeah. Came up with it and people liked it. It's a chicken broth with Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs, lemon, pepper, and eggs. And we put the whole poached egg in it. And this is fresh rosemary, so we put a little bit of fresh rosemary on the top. And the chicken soup is all done.
Homemade chicken soup in 3 minutes.
The soup and salad is ready to go. What do we have next?
Now we're gonna have sauteed veal slices with portobello mushrooms and served over linguine.
All right.
Okay, so we can start. Okay, we put a little bit olive oil in the frying pan. We put the veal a little bit in the flour and shake it real good, so it's not too much flour in it.
And just what does the flour do with preparing the veal?
It browns the veal pretty fast in the outside, so you don't lose the juices from the inside the veal. And the oil gotta be hot in here, so. Meantime, I can cut some onions.
There are numerous different ways veal can be prepared.
You can do 100, 200 times,
Oh,
300 times, anything you can think. Veal is the best dish. And it's very lean, no fat, it's healthy. I'm 53 years old, I've never been sick. That's because I eat a lot of veal.
Matt, how about you, a veal eater?
Yes, I am, and I've ate veal my whole life, and it's a very good meat. It is very lean, and it's one of the better red meats that you can eat, I feel. Especially the way Zach prepares it. He prepares it with all natural, fresh vegetables, and there's just no better kind of meat, I feel, than veal.
You have to brown it on both sides first before you add anything else to it. Okay, here's this one is brown a little bit. You turn it over.
And approximately what is the length of time you need to brown it on the stove?
About 2 minutes first time and about a minute second time. And now we add green onions, a little bit chopped garlic, which I already chopped it. And then now we add the portobello mushrooms. it a little bit longer with that. Dash of salt, black pepper, and now we're gonna add a little bit Marsala wine.
Marsala.
You can use any wine, but it has to be a little bit sweet.
I really wish the people could smell this.
Okay.
And
Now-
reason
now-
why?
It just smells great. The mixture of the vegetables and the veal cooking, it's just a wonderful aroma coming from the stove.
Now we let this simmer for a couple minutes, and meantime we're gonna do the pasta.
I'm sorry, the what?
In the meantime we're gonna do pasta. We're gonna saute pasta, you know, a linguine. And linguine is already boiled, and then toss it with the olive oil. So now all we have to do is just reheat it. A little bit more olive oil in here. A little bit green onions. And then we take fresh basil. And we add pasta in here. Now we're gonna get the plate ready. Can you smell the basil here?
I know I can.
A little bit Parmesan cheese. Now we put the pasta on the plate. Put the veal in here. I'm gonna cut some piece of peach in here to make it look good, and then it's good to eat it after you eat the veal. And the veal is done.
Zach, what's next?
All right, now we're gonna do a baked grapefruit with a little bit of sugar on it. So you cut the grapefruit in half. You bar him a little bit just so it stays. It doesn't go back and forth. You put it, you cut the meat inside from the skin so it's easy to spoon it out.
You a grapefruit eater yourself?
Oh, I love it.
Really?
Yeah, especially when they baked and hot, they taste completely different. And then you just, we usually use sugar in a raw, but if you don't have this, you can use brown sugar. And the sugar in a raw is just natural sugar. We bake this in the oven. That has to be baked for about approximately 8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes, alrighty.
But we're just going to take it out and just, you know, the idea of how it's done. leaf in here. Grapefruit in here. And mint. Mint leaf will give good flavor to it. And this is done. And it's very healthy, it's natural. Natural dessert. Right.
And now the lucky person who gets to sample all of this great food, and he played a hand in it, is Matt Weiss. Matt, dig in.
Thank you. Looks wonderful.
We're starting with the soup first, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is wonderful. Very good. You can't get soup like this anywhere else other than here at Bella Italia. Try some of this salad.
And the name of that salad again is the
Salate di pomodori. That is very good. This is what I'm waiting for, the veal. I've been waiting for this all day. I can see already it's very tender. It's wonderful. You don't get veal better than this anywhere.
Now we're moving on to the pasta.
Very good. Now I'm going to try a little of our vinegar oil, that our olive oil that we use for our breadsticks, and it's got various spices in it. And we just serve it on a plate. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay, and our painting on our wall today is from Lago di Orta, and it is one of the smallest Italian lakes, and it harbors the tiny island of San Giulio, which is covered in terraces, trees, and flower gardens. And we have this on our wall because it's very beautiful, and Bella Italia means beautiful Italy. And we just think that this represents our restaurant very well.